Hey, it's Erik with Fin Factory Kayak and Tackle. This is my 2019 Outback we're gonna rig out today. I've got a whole bunch of YakGear accessories, Railblaza, Lowrance fish finder, YakGear's new Vortex battery, micro poles, you name it, it's getting decked out 100%. So stick with us, we're gonna build a little video for you guys and decking it out. Alright guys, we're going to start off here with the most exciting stuff, the big purchase items. We've got the Lowrance Ti2 Elite-7 with a standard mapping chip card that goes in there. We're going to have it all powered with the Vortex battery from YakGear. It's a 20 amp hour, should power this thing all day long. And then to mount it, we are going to use Railblaza's Starport HD on the tracks and use the fish finder mount R-Lock S. We went with the 3-to-1 total scan, so we can get the side scan. Does not have active imaging, we can upgrade to that later. But this is the new Hobie Guardian transducer, retractable transducer shield. So we'll show you how it mounts up here in just a second. Goes like that. That makes sense. There you go. Alright, we're lining up this install plate here. We're going to mark the holes. That way you can mount, if you look right here, the transducer screwed through the plate. So there, and we're going to drill those out. Alright, it's installed. Now we got to undo the screws here so the Lowrance Guardian portion of it works. So now, feed this through. See it tucks down. So we're tying the line right now to the Guardian transducer lift. It comes pre-tied right here. You untie it and then tie it down to this string here, and when it's all put together, that is how you lift your transducer up. Alright. You can tighten that up from the other side. But now this is pretty much done. Let's screw it back on. Alright. And also, as you're going, if you hit something, it'll spring up out of the way. We got the transducer mounted on the bottom side. Now we flip the kayak back over. We're going to run the transducer cable back through the port here. Hobie gives you special grommets. That way you can run any kind of wiring you need to through the hole here. So we're going to unscrew this, run the wires, and place a new grommet in. Yeah. Do the same thing up here so the wire comes out. Transducer end is going to come back out through the hole here. Make sure you flip your grommet on. And then while we're at it, we'll do our power cable as well. Through the grommet. You got your power and your transducer cables coming out, sealed up, ready to go. We've got all this extra transducer cable you can't cut. You need to wrap it up and keep it clean inside your boat. So we're gonna zip tie it inside, but make it nice and neat. All right. Next, we got to run the power cables to the back, and we're going to go ahead and install a circle hatch back here where Hobie's already kind of molded out a spot for it. So we're going to cut this out with the jigsaw, and that's where our YakGear battery is going to go. Yeah, this is the 8-inch circle hatch that we're going to install back here. It's already molded to fit perfectly. But before we go cutting away, the rudder cables run right underneath here. So we need to loosen them up and drop them down so we don't cut through our rudder cables. Hobie has a way, they have a video that you undo the rudder controls here to drop the cables. We found an easier way where we're just going to untie the knot up here at the handle and loosen the cable up that way. Unscrew the pulley here. And that should loosen up your cable back here. Drop it down. Ooh, there you go. So you have slack in your cable. All right, we're going to start by taking the inside portion of it and tracing our cut line. There's your rudder cable you didn't want to cut. Nice, drop that out of the way. So now we're going to install our 8-inch circle hatch back here. It's a little snug fit. Yeah, just lay it flat. That's it. Just, yeah. Like a brushed aluminum look.
Okay. What's this gonna go on? Should I get that flat so it's flush?
No, that's fine.
Okay, so just get that.
Yeah, just a brushed aluminum, and like the edges, nothing sharp. Like you can just kind of clean them up. We're reinstalling the rudder cable after doing the 8-inch hatch in the back. Just gonna re-feed it through the cleat and then tie your knot back here. All right, we're extending the power cable now. I'm gonna go ahead and extend it back to the battery. All right. All right, we got our connections heat shrunk, crimped on both sides. Connection for the YakGear battery. We're gonna run it through the hole now and connect it to the battery. All right guys, we got the YakGear 20 amp battery right here, the Vortex. We're gonna go ahead and install it in the back 8-inch hatch. Here at the Fin Factory, they do custom aluminum work, so they've built me this 8-inch plate that's gonna fit right on top of the battery and drop and hold in that hatch perfectly still. Go ahead and connect the power. Get your wires tucked in. That drops in perfectly right there. Your hatch can shut. And lock into place. Good to go. All right, we got the Starport HD mount right here. So we're going to use to mount the Lowrance fish finder. Most people don't know you can actually use it on tracks and turn it over. You can see there's extra holes here. They're not drilled all the way through, but they're with a 1/4-inch drill bit. You can drill them out and they'll fit perfectly centered on your tracks. So we're gonna go ahead and drill this one out. We're gonna use a Starport HD track mount kit. Has everything you need now that we've drilled the holes to mount this onto the port. All right guys, I'm going to take this set up here, put your little washer on first. There you go. Good to go. Now we're going to mount the fish finder on top of that. All right, we're going to install the micro anchor mount for the power pole. Hobie was generous enough to mount holes there already, so you just back them out, put the new screws in, and you're good to go. Next thing we're going to install is these rod holder tube extenders. Go ahead and separate them here, get your kit. Comes with them, little washers. These things help keep your rods or your reels higher off the water, especially when we're going offshore. It's nice, keep them a little drier. And they just slide right into place. So you're higher off the water, your reel's not getting splashed, not getting wet, not getting all that salt damage on it. So we're going to use these for the more like offshore trolling, have them put in and pointed out to the side. There you go, set up for trolling. All right, so I decided to go ahead and move these rails to the back. For my particular use, I do a lot of fishing in the surf. We do shark fishing, so when I run baits, I'm often getting flipped in the surf, and when I go to resurface and get back into my boat, I actually, on a demo, tried this and used these handles to flip the boat and jump back in. Well, what happened is I was sliding my hand on these with wet, soggy hands, and that track was actually cutting my hands. So just to avoid the problem in general, I'm gonna move the tracks to the back so I still have the use of the tracks, but not somewhere I'm gonna cut my hands up. All right, guys, we're done installing everything on this kayak. Walk you through it, show you what we got. The front here, we've got a back-facing camera mount, and it just pops right into the Hobie sail port right there. Same size, just kind of wiggle it in. And if you really want, you could put like a bungee onto it and keep it really secure. Next, we've got a YakGear leash for the drive system. Threads in right here that will keep you from losing your very expensive drive if you decide to take it out for any reason. And then we've got a mini port track mount with the Mobi phone holder or mobile device holder here. And you have your phone on if you want to do a live broadcast from the water. Next up, we got the Lowrance Ti2 Elite-7 Ti2 with a Railblaza R-Lock mount. And a HD base set up for the track system. On the other side, got some mini fish grips ready to go. Drop right in. Another mini track port right here with a rod holder 2 from Railblaza. We got tube extenders, rod extending tubes, help keep your rods out of the water, away from all that salt and the harsh conditions, especially if you're going offshore or in some rougher waters. These will definitely help. Then behind on both sides, I've got track mounts on the HD star ports with rod tubes. Use those offshore for trolling. That way I can angle them out any direction I want at different heights. And that way if I troll around in multiple lines, I can keep them from getting tangled up. Moving further back, you've got the visibility kit on here. I don't have the flag on it, but you still have your 360 light on top. Personally, when I'm on the water, I have a Texas flag I hang on mine with the same HD base here with a H-rail mount. And that mount can be moved to any of the rails on the boat. We we already discussed earlier the battery pack. Back here's the 20 amp Vortex battery. It's already mounted with Fin Factory's custom aluminum plate back here and wired into the fish finder. On this side, you've got the Railblaza camera boom set up to run a GoPro here on another HD base. And last but not least, we have a power pole, micro pole with the battery pack. This does have a remote, so you can anchor anywhere you want with the push of a button. Instead of using the micro poles, we have a YakGear 6 foot? Yeah, the 6 foot stick. It fits perfectly in there as a replacement, and I feel like it's a little stronger. And it's cheaper.
At Fin Factory Kayak and Tackle, we specialize in rigging and outfitting your kayak for your needs when you're out there on the water. We are an authorized Hobie dealer, specializing in Hobie products, but we can rig and do pretty much anything you can think about, whatever brand that kayak is, to make your day more enjoyable on the water. We have a very knowledgeable staff who specialize in all the skills I just talked about. And guys, if you have any questions or need any rigging needs or what have you, feel free to contact me direct or the shop at mike@finfactorycharters.com, or you can give us a call here at the shop or Facebook message, however you want to do, guys. We'd be more than happy to help you guys out.